The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, hey, everybody, this is Ken Krell. Welcome to today's special presentation of how to triple your sales and profits and have your web visitors stick to you like glue. So you build a big list, a huge big list that buys your stuff. Super happy to have you with us. For those of you that were invited from my friend Curtis Dawson, welcome. For those of you that have come from my community, welcome and welcome back. Happy to have you with us today. We have a lot to cover in a short amount of time, and I want to make sure that we value your time. So I'm going to jump in just a second, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. So if you would, just pop into the question box, the chat box or whatever that you can, and where you're calling in from today as well, so that I can know that we are communicating properly. Curtis is not here with me today, so I'm doing this just you and me as an intimate little group. So just pop in the chat, let me know where you're coming in from, and we'll get rocking and rolling here. So if you would, I want you guys to participate today. So this is the first test of participation. Just let me know where you're coming in from. And so I've got Cindy coming in from Toronto. I've got Peter coming in from South Carolina. Excellent. I got Chena coming in from New Jersey. I have someone late in Europe. Congratulations. That's Teddy from Europe. How about the rest of you guys? So I have people here from all over the globe, which is always kind of fun. So you guys are in for a super treat. My goal for you today, by the way, and actually let's count it down so I can get a good clean start for the archive recording. So we'll do that. I'll just count it down to 3, and then we'll start with an archive. So here we go. 3, 2. Well, hey everyone, it's Ken Krell. Welcome to today's very special presentation on how to triple your sales and profits, have your web visitors stick to you like glue, so you can build a huge list that buys your stuff over and over and over again. This is the right place to be if you're looking to maximize your business and make some significant changes in the way you do things. And boy, I tell you what, we're looking forward to really rocking your world today with what I've got in store for you. So with that said, we're going to get started right now. But I want to also, as we begin this process today, I want to make sure that you value your time just as I do. So if you've got cell phones around, as you probably do, put them in the silent or vibrate position. Airplane mode is even best. If you got Skype going, put that on Do Not Disturb. And if there's people around, just have them either join you or get out of your way for the next 60 to 90 minutes, because I want you to get the most value out of this as possible. Peter says my audio is distorted. Let's see. Is it any better now, Peter? I have no control of the audio. I'm actually in remote Canada. That was probably an insult to the people where I'm staying. It is better? Okay, great. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in a town called Moncton, New Brunswick, for a conference that starts tomorrow, and unfortunately, the place that I'm at does not have what I would call great internet. So we're doing the best we can with what we do have. So bear with me here. If it does distort, hopefully it'll come right back. But it is not great internet. So with that said, let's get rocking and rolling here. Today, my goal for you is to walk away knowing the strategies that you're going to want to implement immediately to create a dependable, consistent marketing program that brings you prospects, clients, and customers to pay you over and over and over again. In fact, my bottom line is this, you guys. If you're here today, I want you to be here as quickly as possible. It's to get you into the real gold, into the real money that you deserve. And so what do you want? What are you looking for? How many of you would be really thrilled if you walked away from a workshop today with a real plan on how to make your marketing multiple, 3 times or more effective? And that means profitable for your business. If that's you, just pop in the chat and just type in the word me. And that'll also keep us going. The chat box today, my friends, is your friend. Thank you, Peter. It is your friend. I want you to use that just as if we're having a one-on-one conversation, because frankly, at the end of the day, I'm used to doing live presentations with audiences where I can look in your face and smile and so on and so forth. But I can't do that in a webinar. So the only way that we can really talk to each other is through this whole chat thing. So use it as a conversational tool with me. If there's questions, raise them. If I can answer them during the course of the presentation, I will. If not, I'll get all the questions answered at the end for sure. So not to worry about any kind of questions that you may have. Fair enough? Okay, so let's get rocking and rolling. So the big problem out there, and you may not even be aware of this, but a recent report in Time Magazine said that 55% of your website visitors are going to be gone within 15 seconds. Now, how on earth is anyone going to buy anything from you if they're gone? That's a massive problem. That's over half of the people that show up your website are gone within 15 seconds. And the numbers get even worse as you take it out to a minute. And, if you're wanting to build rapport with somebody, they've got to be on your site for a while. Otherwise, you have no relationship and people will not give you their money. So we've got to do better than that. That is a massive problem. And most people aren't aware of just how significant that problem is. But advertisers are. So now they're looking at the value of what time on site means. Now, the Financial Times today there is now measuring engagement of the content that is on their site. And since they sell advertising on their website, they begin selling ads on a time-based model, which means for us that if we can get people on our site longer, our websites are worth a whole lot more. Now, it's not just as saleable items, but that means that if they're looking to charge more for advertising on engaged websites, that means that the value of the leads that you get on your website, if there's engagement, are worth so much more. Upworthy.com calls it attention minutes. Now, they're not charging for the time users spend on site, but they're about to. They're talking about it right now in terms of the value of time on site. Now, maybe you haven't seen that before, but Google's been really big about that if you've been thinking about SEO. So Google now has a new patent that they applied for. And so that's been pretty interesting. They're looking now at quantifying time on site, time on pages, lowering bounce rates, and so on. And the bottom line is it's going to come down to the longer they're on your site, the less that they bounce away from your website, the better they're going to show you up in their search criteria. That means money to you. That's giant. And if people are leaving your site, well, then you've got website site cancer. And most sites do. The problem is most people don't know it. It's that hidden killer. Okay. And guess what? Today we make that go away. Today we fix it. Plain and simple. But I want to make sure you stick around to the very end of our presentation today because I got something super special for you. So I want to make sure that you're here to grab that at the end. Now, there is trouble out there in marketing land, as you just saw, and it's pretty significant. But for those of you that are in different niches, it's even more significant. How many of you guys are doing any kind of business with, let's just say, jvzoo.com? Anybody do anything with jvzoo.com? Well, if you're doing any kind of affiliate marketing, you can just pop in the chat and let me know. It's not, a lot of people are saying yes. Some people are like, I've wanted to. I've got a no. Okay, well, here's the thing you need to know. If you're doing any kind of advertising on Facebook and you want to send someone to, let's just say, a JVZoo link, you can't. Facebook bans the JVZoo links and even says security system detected to be unsafe. Well, you can't send people to JVZoo, which means it's costing you money. You can't do it. So that's a problem. What we've done is we've created a solution to that. And the solution allows you to go ahead and use your own link. So I wanted to promote something called OctaSuite. Let me just see if I can back this up. Here we go. And so I put it on my own site. I put their website into my own site. You'll see how it's done in a minute. And guess what? Facebook said fine, and now the link comes out to a Facebook link. Pretty cool. So now I've eliminated the restriction that Facebook had for the page I want people to see. And what it looks like is this. My branding is at the top with our dog, the branding on top of it allows me to customize the message, but yet this whole OctaSuite promotion is below it. So that's pretty cool. So now you keep your branding and people come to your website and see what you want them to see. You get all the benefits of it. Now let's get this in perspective. But before I do, some housekeeping. As I said a minute ago, the time is for you, so make the most of it. Take some notes. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to be covering. And do ask questions, again, because the question area is strictly for you. So what you're going to do today is you're going to discover the automatic marketing multiplier that leverages your WordPress site, just like we showed you a minute ago, but you probably didn't get the significance of it. So we'll dive deeper on that and allows you to triple your profits on autopilot. Then you learn how to put it all together so that your customers do stick to you like glue. But I got to warn you, this is not for small thinkers. If you think small, this will not appeal to you because this is for only people that want to build bigger businesses, build bigger websites, and build bigger futures, plain and simple. Now, one thing I want to make sure that we're clear about, as with any webinar, there's going to be some kind of a conversation at the end about how you can progress and go further with this. understand that we are a software company and we've created a solution that we're going to give you the opportunity to grab later on. But the only way we're going to do it is if we've earned the right to do that, because obviously we've got to give you solid content. So if we have your permission, we will move forward. And I'm seeing people already starting to type in the word yes over here. Because let's face it, if I don't provide the information that you need, you're going to bail out anyway. So I want to be sure that we're clear. You're going to go ahead and you're going to get some fantastic value and you're going to love the solution that we've got for you. So let's take stock. How many of you guys are thrilled and happy with your results from last year? From the last, just to say the last 12 months. How many of you are thrilled and happy with your results from the last 12 months? And I'll just wait for your answer on this one. This one's very telling. I know what the answer normally is. We've asked this question many times before over the past couple of years with people, and we've done live surveys with it. So what do you think? Are you happy or not happy? And I'm seeing a lot of no's. No way, no, capital no, OMG, no, no, no. Yeah, and I see like half of you haven't even responded at all. In fact, the majority of you have not responded. The thing is this. What I've heard people say over the past couple of years is that you've been active anywhere from 1 to 6 years in the online business. You spent over $5,000 on your online education and training, and over 80% are not happy with their results. Now that's awful. With all this time, with all this money, and severe unhappiness, what the heck is going on? What happened? Well, my belief is that you guys focused on all the madness, but not on simply making money. The way that most people have been doing business has been like this, just trying to get things to the board itself, throwing stuff against the wall and not getting anything to stick. They've just been going back and forth and not focusing. What we do is we focus. We want to look specifically at one place on that board, go straight for that and let nothing else get in the way. It's like when a horse is racing, the horses race when they have blinders on. They can't see to the side, so they can just go straight ahead. You've got to focus straight ahead on your goal and let nothing else get in the way. That's the bottom line. You might want to write that one down. It is a writer downer, because while that may seem like common sense, the challenge is it's not common and most people don't make any sense. So I want to be sure that you have that level of focus in what you do. Now, for those of you that don't know me, a quick little background for me. That is me and my pet tiger in Thailand. And actually, it was my pet for a moment while I had my picture taken. That is, by the way, a meat-eating creature. Oh yes, fully alive and fully eating meat, usually at night, however. When you come to visit me in Thailand, I live in Bangkok. We'll go to Tiger Kingdom in Chiang Mai, and you can go into the cages with the live tigers, just like I did. And don't worry, it's perfectly safe as long as you're not in front of their face. And it's really fun when you have little baby tigers climbing all over you. It's amazing. So I live in Thailand, as I mentioned. For over the past 30 or so years, I've helped thousands of people make millions of dollars in real estate investments and other business opportunities. I've created and managed millions of dollars of projects internationally, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that what I want you to follow is that about 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago to this day, in fact, after the global financial meltdown saddled me with losses and debts in the multiple millions of dollars, I had an experience at a movie theater in Miami that left me literally 2 hours from death. Now, a skilled surgeon saved my life, but something far more powerful was required to fix the real cause of that heart attack. And it was not a fun day for sure. Now I'm 59 years old, healthier than I've ever been. I run up 62-story buildings in Thailand. That's me at the top of the Banyan Tree Hotel. And climb the mountains and trek the mountains in Nepal with my mom. My mom at that time was 79 years old when we did this trip. I've been traveling the entire summer. Left Bangkok in May and been to Portugal, been 2 months in Portugal, a month in Israel, been to the Czech Republic, been throughout Canada. It's been in Spain for a week. That's the kind of life that I'm able to live right now because of the way I've structured my life. But I want you to understand something. It's all because I've made a shift. And today, I want to share the shift with you so that you never have to put your life at risk as I did. Because quite frankly, I was very lucky. I was literally only 5 minutes from the hospital when it happened, and they told me I had 2 hours to live. So are you guys ready? Are you ready to make that shift with me? Then good, excellent, then let's get real. I'm going to walk you through specific strategies and systems that are generating huge numbers right now, but I want you to understand that the results I'm going to share with you are not typical because the average person does what? They do nothing. They talk a big game, but they get nothing done, and that's not going to be you, I hope. But I'm going to show you exactly what's working for our partners and clients. And by the way, this is not a get-rich-quick thing or any of that kind of junk. This is real strategy. I want you to be focusing on that. What you're going to learn over the next 60 to 90 minutes is how to turn your marketing into a more effective, captivating, and energetic client generation machine so you can have new long-term high-profit business while you sleep. So even if you're just getting started, you have no list, you have no product, you have no content, you can still make money. And now that's super important because I want to make sure that everyone from beginner to giant expert is successful here. Additionally, I want you to learn how to get your website visitors to stay on your site without any extra effort. So you can build your Google rankings without any of those SEO tactics, because I am not a big Google SEO aficionado. Okay, I've never messed with SEO, and I don't see any reason to do it right now. You're also going to learn how to avoid getting caught up in the hamster wheel of online prospecting, as you can stop searching and start serving your clients, which means you can finally earn a prosperous living with people that are doing business with right now, not looking for new customers, but maximizing what you currently have. You're going to learn the new way to build long-lasting, income-stable businesses that you can be proud of and will allow you to be the totalpreneur that has everything. In Totalpreneur, we created the Institute for Totalpreneurship to teach entrepreneurs to be savvy totalpreneurs. Why is this important to you? Well, quite frankly, most marketing strategy we've learned, get this, dead wrong. Dead wrong. It's been megaphone marketing, which is really not working anymore, you guys. Just by talking loud, or just like by being wild and crazy, isn't going to get you the eyeballs that you need, or the quality of the eyeballs that you need, because frankly, everyone's doing the same thing. Unless you're different and unique and providing value, you are just an afterthought now, and you're not going to make the money you want to make. So we've got to be different. It's been mostly hitting singles and not going for the home run. That's the small thinking, which is why I wanted you thinking big. What you've got to do, you guys, is stop trying to outsmart Google and think about doing things differently. Just doing differently. Okay, it's about bottom line, not the get rich quick thing, not doing nothing or getting paid, no games or shenanigans, no flashy tactics. We're talking strategy, systems, and really common sense. Is this for you? Well, if you sell other people's products and services and want to build your own community while you make more money, then this is totally for you. Okay. If you're a blogger or post any kind of content on your website and want to keep them on your site longer and boost your Google rankings, this is completely for you. If you sell other people's products and services and want to build your own community while you triple your profits, you're going to love what we're doing today. And if you're a blogger or a podcaster or post any content on your website and want to keep them on your site longer, I already said this for you. This is where you double the slide. There you go. If you want to help other people build their businesses, this is totally, totally, totally for you. Guys, we built this thing to just help you. YouTube products, absolutely for you. If you want to be among the few online marketers that actually have a thriving, steady, consistent income, you will love what we're doing. And if you want to work less, make more, and have more fun in the process, wow, this is fabulous. But not for everybody. If you don't have any value to offer, or if you are looking for the magic answer, or frankly, if you're a blamer, blame everybody else, yes, John, e-com applications, absolutely. I'll tell you about that in a minute. If you blame people for your lack of action, this is not right for you either. We're talking about people that are the kind of people that just lift things up, get things going. And even when you are in the rapids in that whitewater rafting river of life, you get through the rapids and you press on. Okay, it's that simple. John, you asked me about e-com. Yeah, we use wraps for Shopify sites. So yes, you can apply it to e-com, absolutely. Not for all of them, but certainly for some of them. So get ready to take some notes, because we got a lot of stuff going. I want to share with you the 5 pillars of profit maximization. You guys ready? It's gonna be a big yes in the chat if everything's good. By the way, when I ask you to do that, I'm usually taking a sip of water. So just pop in the chat and I'm saying yes, yes, yes. Excellent, great. Okay, here we go. So there's 5 pillars of profit maximization. The first one is engagement, and that's primarily for bloggers, podcasters, content people. And by the way, everyone can be a content person. And if you're doing e-com, for example, John, then you want to be using content all the time to get people buying from you. This was just at the Content and Commerce Summit in Orlando a while ago, and one of the big things was that, and this was geared towards e-com people. And at the end of the day, if you're going to do e-commerce, you've got to have solid content. And the way that it works is you engage your audience in your content so they buy from you. Number 2 is authority. I'll dive in more deeply in just a minute. I want to just get through the basics here. Authority for me is how to associate with celebrity. You want to get yourself tied in and linked in with people that have influence so that you can be attributed to them. I've got a friend of mine here. I'm in Canada right now, and dinner with a buddy of mine who's putting on a conference in a few weeks, and he's bringing on all these super cool mentors in this town, leaders in industry and business, and he's putting on this event with all of them as speakers. He's an unknown in the area, but not anymore. Once this event is over, Everybody will know him, and he has attached himself to those important folks. It's a giant way of making your name a big one coming from nowhere. Number 3 is video, and I mean primarily leveraging video with YouTube, and I'll dive in a bit more deeply in a minute. Number 4 is OPS. In real estate, we call that other people's money, OPM. In our business, we're talking about using other people's stuff. And that's the idea of leveraging affiliate offers. You can also use that in leveraging engagement as well, but we're talking about affiliate offers at this point. And number 5, to bring it all home, is magnetic marketing. And that's the idea of retargeting and remarketing, which is gigantically powerful. So now we're going to dive right into the first pillar, which is engagement. And I have a question to ask you. The key to success in business and in life is one word. What do you think that word is? The key to success in business and in life, one word. What do you think that key to success is? What do you think? I'll wait for you to pop an answer in the chat. The key to success in business and in life, one word. What do you think? What do you think that word is? Honesty, I see integrity, commitment, says Peter. What else? Any other ideas? Okay, some of you are getting close. Humor, fun. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for me, the word is relationships. Relationships. When you have a solid relationship with somebody, people will do almost, when I say solid, good relationship with anybody, then people will do anything for you. Stephen Covey called it the virtual bank account. And the idea is that if you have a solid relationship, again, that relationship guides things. In business, it's the same way. So we want to build relationships with our visitors to our websites. Well, how do we do that? Well, one of the ways to do that is by creating your own content and posting it. Now, that is usually the hard way. What do I mean by content, by the way? I mean blog postings. I mean videos. I mean any kind of content that provides some sort of value. Now, I began doing this 30 plus years ago. In fact, you'll see right here an image of some of the real estate columns I did when I got into the real estate profession many, many years ago. And this thing fed me for 2 solid years. I wrote this column every other week, so it was twice a month. And boy, it started getting hard. But like I said, it fed me. Now people are doing this all day long. But this was something that, again, that I began with didn't know the market. No one told me to do this. It was just common sense to me. And I got paid to write the column, and the column fed me. A lot different than today's marketplace. Okay, you can do it too. How do you do it? Well, frankly, there's an easier way than what I did. Remember, I created all my own stuff, and that's hard work to do. The easier way is to curate content on your website, being like a museum curator that has artwork that they're putting on the wall. Your artwork would be other articles. So, for example, let's take a look at the Doggington Post. Virtually everything on this website is not created by the website owner. Okay, I know Harlan. He doesn't write any of this stuff. It's all stuff he's curated. This was inspired from Huffington Post, and when Huffington Post began, it was all curated stuff. Now they have their own staff and so on, in addition to having people that are paid or not paid to write for them. But it was all curated. So that's what I want you to consider doing. But there are some ground rules. Write these down now. First ground rule is that whatever you create, whatever you curate, needs to be relevant and meaningful. Okay, it's got to be helpful. Frankly, the way I look at it is it's got to provide value, and it's got to pass the so what test. If you've read it or watched it and your reaction is, so what, no big deal, then it's worthless. Remember, we're dealing in that attention deficit situation right now, where people just aren't paying attention to you. You've got 9 seconds, says Sally Hogshead, to make an impression or to get someone's attention. So unless it's got something of value and has me hooked, I'm not going to go through it, and neither will you. So what is an example of that? I'll give you one right now that might be surprising to you. A while back, I saw a video that taught people how to easily peel a hard-boiled egg. Now you're like, what? Yeah, I know. For those of you that eat hard-boiled eggs, and I cook my own hard-boiled eggs, I can do that. I found a way to peel hard-boiled eggs. It's pretty easy. So I thought, well, let's go see what this guy has to say. And it was a guy that was doing the video. So I watched his 3 or 4 minute video, and sure enough, he taught the same method that I've been doing. And just if you're curious, you chill the egg down a little bit, and you kind of bang it a little bit so it cracks, and roll it back and forth so that it opens up, and then peel the egg off. It's really easy. Okay. Now, this was not a training on how to peel eggs, but guess what? I found it interesting. I found it valuable. I found it important enough to share with friends. Like, hey, are you peeling your hard-boiled eggs this way? And I shared that thing 3 or 4 times, at least. Okay, so it went viral as like really hard-boiled eggs. So just about anything that you can teach that is of interest to people, that has a relevancy to people, is something that you can make money with. And by the way, I'm going ahead and whatever else this guy has, I subscribe to his YouTube channel. So now other stuff that he comes up with that might be interesting, I want to watch. It's short, it's meaningful, and it's cool. So that's what I want you to be doing as well. The final ground rule for this is that you've got to give proper credit. You got to give proper credit for a couple of reasons. The first one is it's just the right thing to do. I mean, it's just the right thing to do. And when you do the right thing, people respect you for that. Okay, we need to create more of that integrity in business these days. Actually, we need to have more integrity in everything that we do these days. Next is that when you give proper credit and you link back to the source of that information, that backlink is something that helps the author and helps you at the same time because you're tied in. And then by having that backlink in place and even telling someone, hey, I'm sharing your stuff, you now can build new relationships with people that are influential. Really, really, really important. So that's the idea about creating your content. The next piece is authority, and this ties all in together. Okay, because if you're giving that credit and you're building a relationship, now you can leverage their authority, especially when you're curating. So how do you leverage authority? Well, I always thought it was super tacky to go ahead and take pictures with so-called celebrities or gurus. I mean, really, who cares? But you know what? People do. And when you have your picture taken with, this is Michael Gerber, the author of The E-Myth, one of the best-selling business books and most influential business books of all time, it means something. Oh, wow, you know Michael Gerber? Well, yeah, I've had dinner with Michael and breakfast with Michael and his wife a number of times. So what? I don't care. But people do. But people do. This is me with the former U.S. ambassador to Thailand, Christy Kenny, amazing lady. And some people that you may know, Ryan Holiday, best-selling author, Mari Smith, and so on and so forth. Now, some of these guys are friends. Some of them I've never seen before in my life. Mari, I met that earlier that day. Never knew her, but we bonded immediately. But these people, like Michael, took pictures with people over and over and over again. I never knew anything about him. This was a year ago. Again, we've had a number of conversations and meetings together since. But nonetheless, get your picture taken with these people, put them on your website, and believe it or not, people will be like, "Oh, wow, you know that person?" But some of you are probably going, "But wait a minute, Ken, I can't go to all these events. I'm still stuck wherever I'm at. I live on the top of a mountain, and I'm a hermit, and I'm afraid to leave the house. What do I do now?" Well, the answer, my friends, is a lot easier than spending all the money to go to these events. Even though, for example, I make a lot of money at events. Being at events like this is the way I do my business. So here's what you do digitally. This is our SiteWrap software in action. My branding is at the top of the page, but Jeff Walker, the guy behind Product Launch Formula, Jeff Walker has his blog appearing below my branding on my website. And in fact, if you look at the URL right up here at the top, it's iBoostify.com/Jeff Walker blog. So I'm hosting Jeff's blog on my site, and now I built a relationship with Jeff and us together. And when you go to this page, you see iBoostify and Jeff together. Now, the cool thing with this as well is that when you come to the website, you get an opportunity to get on our list with a number of different options. And I'm just showing these to you as examples. If you're going to go ahead and you're going to wrap your branding, it's kind of like putting a digital hug around someone else's content. When you do, you get to the list build as well. And that is giant, absolutely giant. Remember, they're on your website. They're not on someone else's site. They're on your site. So that's super important. The next pillar is video. I want you specifically to be leveraging YouTube. Now, this is important. YouTube is being like the second largest search engine on the planet next to Google is kind of logical since Google owns them. Videos can be super addicting and people respond to it very easily. Now, you already know this because this is who you are. You do the same thing, right? But here's the thing I want you to understand. Google, they've given us a giant gift, and that is that you can actually have people clicking on your videos and buy from them, okay? But there are some limitations. The links on YouTube videos have to go to your own website. Can't go anywhere else. Okay, that's a requirement from YouTube, and you'll see it right here. It's called an associated website. So if you want to sell someone else's product or have a review of it or whatever else, you can't go straight to their sales page with an affiliate link. It will not work. And you may say, Ken, that's fine, but I have a plugin that I bought that does all of that for me. And yeah, there's plenty of them out there. But at the end of the day, those videos are still YouTube videos, babe, and you're going to end up at the YouTube site sooner or later. So why have to depend on an overlay when you can have it done at the source, done right, and not worry about where people click? Because the exact source product does have the links in it, and that's why those overlays to me aren't good enough because it's circumventing YouTube. I'd rather dance with YouTube than dance with a surrogate, right? So what we got to do is we got to solve that problem. And I'll show you the solution to that in a minute. The fourth pillar is OPS, other people's stuff. And we're going to leverage affiliate offers. Now, I need to have you guys go through a one big giant mind shift. Okay. So here we go. I want you to think about yourself as being Target or Macy's or Neiman Marcus or Harrods or your favorite store, Maserati dealer. That's my favorite store. Just kidding. But I'll tell you what, I live in Bangkok and we have a Maserati dealer in our mall. Okay. So who's your favorite store? Could it be? It could be it's the Apple store. Okay. But understand something. I want you to think like them because quite frankly, when you go into those stores, they're affiliate marketers, every single one of them. Does Target make all their own products? Heck, does Apple make all their own products? No. I mean, yeah, the Apple products are the Apple branded products are made by Apple, through third parties that are hired. That's fine. That's Apple's own stuff. But if you want to buy a boombox at Apple, if you want to buy a microphone at Apple, you're buying someone else's product on their shelves, and they're buying it in advance and reselling it. But that's the same as affiliate marketing. If they don't sell it, they send it back. So those people are effectively affiliate marketers as well. So the big mind shift is that you got to think like these guys. So I have another question for you. Get ready. Here comes the question. Why do you shop at your favorite store? Why do you shop at Macy's or Target or Apple or Harrods or wherever you shop in the world? Why do you shop there? What is it that gets you into that store? What is it? Name recognition, says Peter. See, prices, says Billy. Ted says location. Okay, so Mary says selection. Well, I submit to you that it is the customer experience. It's the customer experience. Why else do people wait online, through winter and rain and whatever, like hours and days before an Apple product is released? It's because that's that experience. They want to be first. They want to be part of that whole Apple experience. Okay. That's what makes a giant, giant, giant difference. Okay. So you've got to do the same thing. You've got to have the big mind shift and you got to think like them. You control the experience and you win big. You win big. That's giant. That's a boom right there. Okay. When you control the experience, you win big. So if you can throw people away off of your website and send them someplace else, you don't control the experience anymore and you don't have a chance to win. We'll show you about how that gets fixed in a minute. So then we need to look at our fifth and final pillar, which is magnetic marketing. Now, here's the important thing to recognize. Multiple impressions increase sales by 325% or more. Yeah, it's magnetic. And here's what I mean. If you're taking any kind of a sales training, my friends, they'll tell you that it takes multiple connections, multiple impressions to get someone to buy from you. You know what the number is? The number they say is the average number of connections or impressions that someone needs to see before they buy from you. Anybody want to know what that number is? Well, I won't even wait for an answer on this one. The number is 7. So whether it's a postcard or a radio advertisement or a billboard or a telephone call or something that comes in the mail or a website or whatever, it takes at least 7. One shot generally doesn't make a sale, especially if people don't know who you are or what you do. Okay, so I want to give you an example of what I'm talking about. This is Marie Forleo, pretty attractive young lady. I met Marie Forleo, took my picture with Marie, and then I love her graphics, and she's got a new TV show. She is fantastic. She caters mostly to women. So she has a website and she sells her B school for women entrepreneurs. Now I love Marie. She's incredibly photogenic for sure, and her graphics have always appealed to me. So I always go on our website, a couple times a year to look at what she's doing. Now we are not in the same market. I'm not interested in what she does. I mean, she's geared towards women only for the most part, or at least was. So, but I go in and look at what she's doing graphically to get some ideas on what we might want to do. So after I visited her website, I wanted to go look for a kite surfer because I've been learning kite surfing in Thailand. So I went to look for a kite surfer, and there she is. And she's following me around now. And she's even bringing me a cup of coffee, which is very kind of her. Here she is with more and more coffee, more and more coffee, more and more coffee. I'm not thirsty anymore, kiddo. And now she has the happy hula hands, or the Geppetto hands, I guess I'll call them. But the bottom line is it's a little bit kind of interesting. But what's true is that the power of retargeting makes all the difference in the world. See, here's the thing. The average website conversion rate is really, 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 really small. It's a little more than 2%. That makes a big difference, okay? In other words, nearly all the people who visit a website for the first time leave without any form of desired action. Remember the Time magazine study that showed 55% are leaving your site within 15 seconds. So there's an issue here. The power of retargeting, though, is interesting. That the average click-through rate for display ads is still small, it's 0.7%, or 0.07%, excuse me. But when you use retargeted ads, you get a 10 times better improvement. Now, you may look at these statistics and go, wow, these are slivers of a percent, and they are, but it's also reality. And if you're sending 100,000 clicks somewhere, or whatever those numbers are going to be, and you're bumping things up by 10%, it's a big number, even if you start with a small number. So you got to look at the percentage of improvement, and that's massive. Okay, what's really scary, though, for those of you that are doing e-com like you, John, is that 72% of your e-commerce customers are abandoning their shopping cart and not buying from you. 72%. Why do they abandon? Well, and for this conversation, it doesn't really much matter, but they may be abandoning because, well, they're getting surprised or someone, and the recipient's walking by, the baby's crying, the dog wants to go out, boss is walking by, internet goes down, time for lunch, you name it, phone rings. Those are many, many reasons, as opposed to just not having the money or can't find the credit card. Now, the sobering information is that 8% come back to buy, which is, oh, that's nice, great. But when you add retargeting, 26% come back. That is a 325% improvement. That's huge. And if you're not using retargeting, you're making a giant mistake. Retargeting can boost ad response up to 400%. Pretty exciting. But there's one problem. Unless you control your website or can control visitor access, the odds are stacked against you because you can't put the retargeting code on someone else's page. That's a problem. Let me show you what happens when you are left exposed and can't do any of this. So this is a story about one of my friends who's a blog curator. He's doing a great job, but he's throwing away his visitors every single day. All right. Now, let me share with you what he's doing. I'll show you his website. Here we go. This is my friend Spencer Hawes' site called Niche Pursuits. He loves when I show his website out there. Spencer is the guy behind Longtail Pro, which is SEO software. Well, he wrote this really cool blog post, which I found a while ago, and in it he has a link to this thing that says Matt Cutts has explicitly said blah, blah, blah. Well, he puts a link in here. So as a very helpful information provider, he puts it in. We click the link as a visitor, and now he sent us to another website. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a busy guy, and I've now forgotten about him. I'm now on this website. I've got this in front of me. The phone just rang. I'm distracted, and here I'm at this. And maybe I'll click off of it because my interest has changed. But whatever it is, I have been sent away. I'm gone. How many of you guys right now have blog posts or any kind of content on your website that has a link that takes people off of your website someplace else? If that's you, look what you've done. And even if you're opening it up in another tab, you're still sending them away, and you're sending the attention off your website for them potentially never to return. That is a problem. Now, what's the economic cost of that? Let's take a look. It's going to shock you. What's it costing him or costing you if you're doing it? A lot of people saying, I'm doing it right now. Well, first, let's ask you this. What's your lifetime customer value? What is the value that your customer is going to bring you over the course of the lifetime of doing business with you? I submit to you that it better be big, number one, because if you're only making $39 over a customer lifetime value, you're losing money no matter what you do. But let's say that your customer value is a few $1,000s. It should be. You should have some kind of high-end product to sell people. Okay, but let's just say for this case that it's only $1,000. And again, if your customer value is less than $1,000, we need to ramp that up because, frankly, you need to be able to pull every single dollar you can out of those relationships by adding value. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. You've got to provide solid, amazing value. So if we say the lifetime customer value of one of Spencer's clients is $1,000. Now let's take a look at the opt-in rate on his website. What do you think is a realistic opt-in rate? I'm going to use 20% as an opt-in rate. It could be, for me, it's more. When people come to a webinar like the one that you're at right now, we're seeing between 40 and 50%. Okay, we're seeing between 40 and 50. So let's just take it down to just 20%, half of what we're seeing. That means 20 out of 100 visitors to the site, okay, are coming in. And then of those, how many people are actually converting into customers? Let's just say it's 5%, and only 5% because what that means is that you've warmed them up a little bit. It could be less. Rarely would I say it would be a lot more, but let's just use 5%, which means that one of those 20. So if you had 100 visitors, then ultimately one of them is going to buy from you, right? Visitor value then is $10 per visitor is what's coming in. 1% of those people, one of 100, all right? Now, what does that mean? It means that every visitor that leaves is costing that same $10. How many people can afford to lose $10 every time someone comes to your website if they're leaving? So you're throwing people away. It's costing you easily $10 or more. Okay, that is a challenge. Guys, what's it worth to you to fix that? If you can stop the bleeding, okay, what's it worth to fix that? Well, today we're going to stop that bleeding because the solution to that is our software called SiteWrap. What SiteWrap does, and by the way, before I forget, make sure you stick around at the end because I've got something special for you. But what SiteWrap does, as I said, is it puts a loving hug on the website. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So Spencer had us click, let me just backtrack to his page over here. So here we are again. Here's his link, right? Well, if we were going to share Spencer's information, we would take our website right here, iboostify.com, and hang on a minute. I hit a button. I brought it back to our, here we go. So here's his page. Now notice his page is on our website. His page is on our website. So now here's that same link right here, right? You're at iboostify.com/niche pursuits, right? And now let's just click this link. What happens is we go to that same WebPro News page that you saw a minute ago, but it's still on our site with our branding on top. Now, for you, it would go to branding on your website. So it would be people are not leaving your site at all. They're staying on your site. So you get the time on site, you get the relationship. They can click the back button and come back to you just like this. And you have a button over here to return them to where they were or wherever you want to take them because you define that. The header is completely user designed. This is just a graphic. So you can have it look like anything you want. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here and why this is so powerful. This is our client, Cabins of Birch Hollow. And we'll just come into their website, which is cool stuff. And now you're looking at their content stuff. Now, what do they do? These guys have cabins in the mountains of Kentucky in the U.S. They rent cabins. Okay, very very simple stuff. They're a local business. But what are they trying to do? When someone wants to book a cabin, they have to sell people on the neighborhood. Why do you want to come to our area? Why do you want to come to Birch Hollow? So what are they showing? They're showing things like Ultimate Adventures. So here's a link to Ultimate Adventures. And let's say we want to go kayaking. So they're giving me all this information about kayaking and what to do, right? Well, here's how it works. I click that link and we now go to Red River Adventures. Red River Adventures from Red River Gorge, Kentucky has their own little website. But guess what we did? Or what they did rather, Cabins of Birch Hollow did, they used their branding and put Red River Adventures on their website. They wrapped it into their website. So Red River Gorge stuff, Red River Adventure stuff is on Cabins of Birch Hollow site. Or if it was you, it would be on your website. Wow, you want to go look for more stuff? We can go right ahead. We can go look at boat rental. Okay, and now the boat rental page will come up. And you're still at Cabins of Birch Hollow. Okay, so you keep people on your site longer, and now you are the source of what to do in Red River Gorge, Kentucky. Okay, that's the whole idea of using the wrap. And people stay on your site for the longest time because you've got them. How'd you like to keep people on your site for hours? Well, then wrap something like CNN. Okay, and here's CNN right now. You could be looking at this for hours, just looking at what's going on with the current news, right? And let's take a look at this. So here's another link within CNN. So we could run around CNN again for hours. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to have a video play here. Let me stop the video on this. All right. So let me jump back because I want to show you something else that's really, really, really interesting that will blow your mind. You ready to get your minds blown? Just pop in the chat. Give me a big yes. I'm seeing a lot of wows over here. Okay, cool. So this is stuff you've never seen before because people aren't doing it. And it makes a big difference. So here we go, Peter. Let me show you what we're talking about. Let me go back to the presentation. So this is a case study of my friend Guru Bob. Now, he's a real person, but his name isn't Bob, and he is a guru. Guru Bob, in a course of one weekend, and I was with him, so I know this to be true, he earned $24,000 of affiliate commission in one weekend selling a $1,000 product on a product launch. He was advertising on Facebook, and he was dancing the happy dance. He was super happy, and I was super envious because I wasn't doing Facebook ads back then. And so I wasn't making any money. I was just watching him like every hour. We were at a conference in Thailand, and Guru Bob he kept refreshing like every hour. And I was like, oh my God, another sale. Oh my God, another sale. Well, 24,000 of affiliate commissions later, he was happy. And he bought dinner that night, which was good. But here's the thing. He had no idea what he was giving away because he gave away a lot of money and had no clue. See, let's just kind of back this out so you can see what I'm talking about. He was selling a $1,000 product and his affiliate commission was 50%. So if he made 24,000 bucks, that meant that he had to sell 48,000 of sales since he got half of those sales, which translated into 48 sales at $1,000 a piece. Okay, pretty simple math. Well, here's the question. How many leads or clicks does it take to get 48 sales on a deal like that? Well, what's the conversion rate going to be? If it converted at 1%, that would have been 4,800 clicks. But I think that's unreasonable from a Facebook ad. So let's just say it's only 0.5% conversion. It might have been even less than that. So let's just say that 0.5% conversion is 9,600 clicks. I'm going to round it to make it easier. We'll round it to 10,000, okay? So that'll make it easier for our computations here. So Guru Bob generated about 10,000 visitors to the website to sell this product. Fantastic, except that he did it for somebody else. Oh yeah, sorry, Lucy. He did it for somebody else. Poor Guru Bob. You see, Google has no idea that Guru Bob even exists. He took them straight from his Facebook ad to the affiliate page, period. He built zero engagement. He built zero community. He has seen zero Google ranking. They don't know who the heck he is. The consequences are loss of revenue, a lot of it. You'll see what that is in a minute. Loss of customers because the people that clicked the link were not connected to him in any way. So that's probably money thrown away forever. And then, of course, poor website performance stats. So don't forget about getting found on Google because they don't know he's there. Question for you guys. Does he have a business? Does he have any kind of business? I say no. I say he's just a digital sharecropper. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. See, without a website, he couldn't use an exit pop-up to build a list or even an entrance pop-up. But his JV partner could, and I'm sure did. So Guru Bob made his JV partner absolutely rich. Oh no. But that's the way it works. Ignorance is bliss, you guys. See, he made $24,000. He's really happy, okay? But he has no idea what he gave away. So let's take a look at the power of retargeting, okay? We know that retargeting can explode your profits by over 300%, okay? But unless the offer is on your page, you cannot retarget, which means you can't retarget any affiliate offers at all. So kiss those profits goodbye, okay? Yep, there's Lucy again. All right. But what if you could have it all? What if you could completely have all you want? How much could Guru Bob really have made? Well, let's take a look. Assuming 10,000 visitors, just like we had before, with an entrance pop-up or an exit pop-up, what kind of mailing list growth, what kind of opt-ins would you get? Let's just say 10%. Okay. I think it's going to be a lot more than that, but let's make it 10%. Okay. And let's see, I've got sound playing here. Hang on a minute. Let me see. Here we go. There we go. It's like getting something in my ears from CNN. Okay. So now, if his list grew at 10%, that's 1,000 new members to his list. Now, members have a value, and generally it's $1 per member per month. So what that translates into is 1,000 new members, or $1,000 a month times 12 months, or 12 grand. Already 50% more money just from the list, but we're not done yet. The retargeting results are ridiculous. Assuming a 3 times conversion increase in retargeting, and we know those numbers are real, that's the 48 sales times 3 turn into 144 sales, or 144,000 gross, which means a $72,000 increase in his revenue. Ladies and gentlemen, his new grand total is off the wall. The initial sales of 24 grand plus the retargeting sales of 72 bring us to $96,000. But then figure in the list. That's 1,000 new members at $1 a month per member. That's $12,000 every single year. 96,000 immediately, and another 12 brings us to 108,000 in just 12 months. Wow, look at the difference. Before SiteWrap, he had 10,000 visitors, made 24 grand, was happy, but was a 240 visitor. Now, some people are thrilled to pieces about that, but look what happens when you add the retargeting and add the benefit of SiteWrap for list building. 10,000 visitors, 108,000 bucks, $10.80 per visitor. Holy mackerel, that's 5 times the results. That's ridiculous, but it's real. See, here's the big solution. Now you can control visitor access, have them stick to you like glue, and make money like crazy. Now, how do you do it? Well, it's the marvels of modern technology at work. See, for the past three years or so, our team's been laser focused on perfecting the process. And I'm going to show you how we do it. Okay. In fact, we'll build one of your own sites real quickly here. But I got to warn you that I get very, very enthusiastic because we developed this. This is us. So you'll probably get really enthusiastic with this as well. So allow me to introduce you to iBoostify SiteWrap. Now, here's how it works. Okay. Very simply, we're going to go into our own little WordPress tool right over here, and we fill in some blanks. Now let's wrap something. Let's just say for a minute, let's take an affiliate offer. So here's one that's right now going on. It's Webinar Geo software. I'll copy the link right over here. We would get 50% paid 50% instantly on this. We'll go back into SiteWrap. I'm going to call this page, which is going to answer a couple questions, a Webinar Geo. In fact, I made a page already the other day. We'll take the URL that is what we're wrapping, and that comes from right here. We'll just pop it right in just by pasting it in there super fast. And the webinar link URL, what is that? That's the link right up here on the top of the page. Remember, you're defining this any way you want. It's your page. So let's just click here. Whoops, and I got HTTP in twice. Let's just fix that. The rest of this is boilerplate. The zoom level you'll worry about later. The top image is your definition of this right here, okay, or this right here. So it's however you define it. We'll leave it alone. The image height is the height of the image. So for example, this is 110 pixels and this is bigger. Okay, so you just make sure that size fits properly. You choose the background color. You can have your retargeting scripts in here for Google or Facebook. Click the button and you're done. It's that simple. So now we're going to wait a second for it to do its job in the background, and here it is. And so now you're seeing that your SiteWrap's been created, and here's the link. So let's go take a quick peek at that. And remember, this is on our branding. You would do it with your own branding. So while this loads, here's our branding here, and Webinar Geo is going to come in with a video starting in just a second. Doesn't that look great? Again, and the video is about to play. Now, the cool thing is that all the Google juice, whoops, let's stop that. So he's going to get the Google juice, and so are we. Okay, and now we can look throughout the whole site. Again, watch this video, and people, again, have never left your website. But you can have an entrance pop-up, an exit pop-up, all that, because we control the relationship. Okay, we control the relationship. So that's the cool thing, is you have now kept people on your site longer, you've given them tools and resources, and you get to win. So, question. Who has a website they'd like to see us wrap? Who wants to see if we can test it on your site? If you have a Shopify store, we can wrap your Shopify store. I will answer one question here, and that is, can you wrap everything? And the answer to that is, unfortunately, no. You can't wrap everything. We used to be able to wrap TED.com. I love the TED.com site. No longer. The technology doesn't allow it. You don't wrap Amazon. You don't wrap YouTube. But you wrap, I think we can get about 96% of our websites that are out there. So it's super cool. And people always ask me, is it legal? And the answer to that is definitely, because you're not changing their content. This is completely unchanged. What we're doing is we're promoting someone else's stuff, and they love us for that. So who has a website that they would like us to wrap? We'll demo your site, for example. So whether it's an e-commerce site for you, John, or Peter, one of yours, or whatever, just give me a URL, and we'll show you how it works and see if it works for you. It's always like playing without a net, because sometimes people give me a site and it's like, oh, that site didn't work, or they gave me the wrong URL. It's always fun. You'll see. So you guys are being shy today. No one's got a site they want to see me wrap? Really? Wow, how about that? Okay, well then we won't. But I do want to show you something else before I forget, and that is that if you want to run your own sales funnel, we can run a sales funnel too. Let's go down to iBoostify. We'll hit create funnel, and what you'll see in a second is that we can create funnel after funnel after funnel. So we'll go from the first page, make them a second offer. So we'll link to that with a button here, for example, right here, the return site button. That's going to link to the next page. We can take them from offer to offer to offer to offer to offer, and we can go 10 deep with that. Now, people usually go no more than 2 or 3 deep, but you can create an entire customer sequence of people going from one to the other to the other. Super cool. Very, 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 very simple. So that's the power of running with SiteWrap. I mean, super, super cool. I'm seeing a lot of wows. Awesome. Where's the link? Well, just a few minutes. I want to take you through some more of the capability pieces that we have with it. So, as I said to you earlier, you're going to brand this any way that you want, because it goes on your site. So mybettermarriage.com, for example, they wrapped CNN over here as a demo. They've wrapped Marriage Sherpa. They've wrapped the 7 Secrets of Fixing Your Marriage. So they've got the ability now, again, to control that whole relationship. And now they look at like it's their product. So it's really, really, really cool. It allows you to set your own branding so that, again, it can be anything you want. For us, a lot of times we have this thing. We want to keep your people on your site longer, and then they click here to get more information. This is a header we made for Spencer for Niche Pursuits. So you create your own branding on your own header. And that's really important. So question for you is, what's it worth to you to know how visitors behave on your top competitor's website? Well, yeah, let me explain that. You can actually look at how people perform and behave on your competition's website. Oh yeah, it's like having an X-ray on your competition. I get so excited I can barely say it. Heat mapping is really important stuff, and yes, you can get heat mapping software just about anywhere, but you can't heat map something that's not yours until now, because when the page is wrapped and now it's on your website. So we built something totally new that no one else has. It's exclusive to us, where we can see, again, through our X-ray vision, based on the wrap, what's actually going on. And then you just take this information. You know, people are clicking here a lot because the kids' eyes are looking at the copy. You know, the people are clicking here as well, and they're clicking here to opt in. Follow this whole method, and you'll be successful on your site. Don't follow it, and you're not. You know, you have a roadmap right here. That's where people are going to click. Now, I'm not sure why you guys showed up today. Maybe it's because you're fed up with the struggle to make money, real money online. Maybe it's because you don't want to have to work so hard anymore. Perhaps you just doing okay and want to be a bit more freedom, money, time, have that all in your life and scale things up to the next level. Or maybe just looking for a better way to reduce your risk and make life fun again. But I hope you get this one thing, okay? And that is this. I found the secret to getting faster and easier money in the bank is to work smarter, not harder, so you can leverage your effort and make more money. Okay, I hope you can make the transition from best guess marketer, right, to strategic growth marketer. And here's the thing: when you implement the SiteWrap system immediately, you'll make lots of money faster and easier. And when you offer SiteWrap to your clients, if you want to do that, you can and help them build their business. You will be a hero for those guys. So, big question, of course, is: would you like me to help you? And the answer is yes, 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 yes. I'm seeing it here already. Awesome. So let me share with you how you can have the exact same system the big boys have, because the little guys don't have this. This is not available to the smaller people. But the big guys have built their own stuff like Huffington Post and some of the others. So we're going to show you how you can do it. To help with branding, John. Well, we don't define your brand. Of course, that's a whole other conversation. We can certainly do consulting work, but in terms of how to define that top header, what's your URL? Do you have a website right now? Just pop in the chat, and I'll answer that question and moving forward. So just get all your questions in, and if I can get them done all the way through, I will. Otherwise, I'll make sure I get them at the end. Okay. So you don't have a site yet. Okay. So the answer will be for you, yes. And the reason is that you'll see that in just a few minutes. So give me a few minutes and you'll see how that relates. Okay. So the answer is yes. Now, before you get it, let me tell you what it does so you know it's right for you, okay? So it's going to boost your visitor time on your site, so the Google is going to love you, and your rewards on Google will be fantastic. So your rankings go up, and you don't worry about SEO anymore. It'll also make curation pay for you. So all those external links will become internal links, and you remain in control of where your visitors go, so you can build your relationships and sell a lot more stuff. And then you can multiply the money you make with other people's products on YouTube, because you now have the power that few other people have and can allow you to dominate your niche with videos that sell. That's really important because video is just massive. You'll be able to crush it with affiliate offers. This is a biggie, by offering and getting all the traffic benefits and the ability to list build, run retargeting campaigns, and create real business that you can depend upon, which gives you control and certainty. And boy, do we need that today. Whoops. Also, Facebook, getting links on Facebook and avoiding the Facebook ban, just that one benefit can make you so much more money right now. I mean, right this minute. It's really, really cool. And then the wrapped affiliate funnels I showed you a minute ago, by creating cascading wrap pages so you can have multiple offers on your website. And then you're going to multiply your effectiveness because you don't have to work so hard to generate the income you want, because SiteWrap allows you to stack all the benefits together in one campaign so you can retarget, list build, and generate better Google stats that make money for you like crazy. So what it's going to do for you, is the whole heat mapping thing, which is impossible market research that no one does but us. And that's coming in version 2.0, which is due out in about 2 or 3 weeks. We're just revising some of our user experience stuff to make sure that it is everything we want it to be for you. You're going to be getting 1.8 and a complete upgrade to 2.0 in just a few weeks. So it gives you an ability to get started right now today. You're going to get to create a bigger impact and build your tribe faster because, again, you have the ability to integrate with all of your autoresponder series and generate some really good lead gen here. So basically, you're making a lot more money at one time, and then winning affiliate prizes. I love. In fact, I'm using my iPad right now. I won that in an affiliate contest a while ago with Ryan Dice. So you'll be able to get on leaderboards. You'll be able to get all sorts of stuff done without massive effort because, again, you're working smarter, not harder. This is really almost like a passive income generator. We designed this specifically for you. Okay, so let's get started. When you put iBoostify SiteWrap to use today, you're going to get immediate results. Well, I shouldn't say you're going to get immediate results. You have to put it to use first. Okay, excuse me. But if you're like Aileen Bowney, you will. She set it up on a brand new website, and her stats showed time on site of over 29 minutes. When you get into our members area, you'll actually get to listen to her on a meeting that we had, an online meeting that we had, where she practically screamed. It was amazing. So you'll get to hear that in one of the recordings. Okay. Now, other similar systems are priced in the multiple thousands of dollars, but we're nowhere near that. We want people to have it and use it immediately. On our website, if you go to iBoostify.com/SiteWrap, you will see this pricing. Now, that's all fine and well, but we're going to do much better for you on this webinar. So here's what some people are saying, and I could go through all the testimonials because there's a lot of them here. The most amazing product, most exciting new system ever. It's a true game changer, blah, blah, blah. Everyone loves SiteWrap because they've never seen anything like it before. It's amazing. And that's the biggest challenge we have as a marketing company is that people had no idea they could do this. And now they do, and they're loving it. This is Virginia Parson at hangoutmentor.com. She said she's using it with Webinar Jam. Webinar Jam's cool stuff, but the branding of Webinar Jam is on every page, and she wants her branding, not theirs. So we set it up, and she set this up all on her own. Really super cool. She's doing great with it. So what would it mean for you? What would change in your life if you suddenly had a thriving business that threw off massive extra cash every week, month, year, all the way down? Wouldn't that give you a little bit of freedom and fun? Well, that's the whole idea. That's why I've been able to travel around the world and do what I want on my own terms. Why people are like, wow, Ken, that's awesome. Well, it's awesome because we set it up that way. I want you to do the same thing. See, people tell me that this blows away the typical novice internet marketing model, and it does. But old habits die hard. You've got to actually do something different because this is not for everybody. This is something that you actually have to put into place. Now, I made it as easy as I could. Making a page wrapped is you're doing it in like 30 seconds. So it's super easy to implement, but the power is exponentially. You guys will be absolutely thrilled when you put it into play and when you start seeing your traffic numbers going up. So who is this for? Who's it work for? Well, let's see if you fit into this anywhere. People that are starting their business, people expanding their business, people frustrated with their progress, and people that want to diversify their income stream. Because now you can do things you never could do before. You put SiteWrap to use and you'll be years ahead of the curve and years ahead of the pack. Now, putting it together in terms of structuring a model for you, I had two choices. We could go super cheap and try to make as many sales as possible and then lose the human touch. And I didn't want to do that because for me, I'm the kind of guy that wants to build a long-term relationship with my clients. So the second option required a higher investment, but it allowed me to really be able to serve you better and provide you with, I think, a much better solution to helping you build your business. So we created something super special for you, and that's what we're going to get a chance to grab today. Firstly, you're going to get to position yourself as being the authority because people follow the leader. And when you get paid for it, even better. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing like this at all. Okay, you are it. No one else has SiteWrap at all. So it's fantastic. So what you're going to get in this incredibly special offer we created just for you today is this. You're going to get a full year of SiteWrap service for your own website, for one single site. You'll be able to get all of your JVZ links working on Facebook. Your site time on site will go up. You will be able to create a love fest with Google and so much more. Now, that's a $348 value. You're getting that as part of this, but that's just one part of this. You're also going to get all the upgrades and enhancements for a full year, which means our new version 2.0, which has an incredible analytics suite. It also has it has the heat map technology. It has the entrance and exit pop technology, which is super advanced stuff. It's amazing. And then in about 3 or 4 months, our cloud version is due to come out. So if you are using other websites that are not WordPress, you will have great access to that as well. We're real excited about it. You'll get that included with this. Again, all the upgrades, all the enhancements for the next year. Really cool. And there's a lot we're doing. I mean, our list of things we want to add is really amazing. Then we are so excited to be able to give you the ability to work with us. And this is what's going to help you a lot, John, is that we do user meetup sessions. Now, they're twice a month. Our next one is I think it's this coming Monday, if memory serves me correctly. No, it's actually this coming Tuesday. Usually Mondays, but I'm flying on Monday. So we do them at various times because of my travel schedule. They're all recorded, so that way if you can't join us live, you can certainly access the recording. But it's not just about how to use SiteWrap. It's about how to grow your business. So if we want to talk about branding and brainstorm your branding, it's like getting me for free on a consulting basis. And my time is very expensive. So right now we're at $10,000 for 4 hours for my time. So right, and that's an offer we ran recently to my own inner circle. So you have the opportunity to grab us and grab me and my team during the user meetups to talk about anything. And very often what we're doing is we're also doing some content stuff just to get the ball rolling. So we'll talk about lead generation and copywriting and keywording and all sorts of cool stuff. If you have questions, send them in if you can't make it live. If you can make it, we do them live, and everyone's unmuted on our calls. It's a $2,300 value. It's so much fun, and we have a blast with it twice a month. All you're getting is a full year of SiteWrap at $348, the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation or user meetup sessions, a total value of $27.61 today for just $497. Okay, you can go to iboostify.com/wrap it, but if you do, you'll get surprised because there's a bunch of extra stuff on there that you're not aware of yet. So stay with me here. Don't go there yet. Don't worry, I got you covered. But you will love when you get to that page. And I'll show that to you in a minute. We love supporting you. So if you have questions, if you have issues, you write us in. We take care of you. There's a video on our website. Excuse me, from one of our users who just can't get over how great our support is. Best support ever, says Tim Bennett, and I'm proud of that. We really are committed to that. When you join us with SiteWrap, you will get a ton of bonuses because we like to take care of you. You're going to get the Boostify Your Business Masterclass. This is brand new. In fact, it's so brand new it hasn't happened yet. You're going to be able to access this live on this. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I wanted to add some new content. We are not a training company anymore. We're a software company. So I brought in some of my friends who are the leading experts in online business to custom create a training program for you to build your business in a really laser-focused version, okay, with a very strong vision. So you're going to get Paul Counts, and these are people that we've invited and we're setting up right now. So people like Paul Counts and Gina Gadio-Graves and my friend Jason Drone, who is a brilliant genius on traffic generation. Laura Betterly, who consults to the big gurus whose names on all their social media. There's me, we'll do a whole session on webinars, and Eric Lofholm, who is kind of the king of sales scripting. So you want to learn how to sell, and selling is the foundation of life, my friends. You're going to love this course. It's a $997 value. And again, the top leaders in the field who are my buddies will be there to train you. You'll be joining us, like I said, you'll be joining us live. It'll be recorded and in the members area. And people that are investing in SiteWrap after that will have the recording access. You will get the benefit of the live access. And we'll be giving you information on the schedule of that in the coming weeks. Okay, so this is, like I said, going to be live for you, and we're real excited about that. It's easily over $1,000 value. So the masterclass is going to include how to create the ultimate sales script, how to sell info products as you position yourself as the authority, how to generate more leads than you can currently handle. I want you to have that problem. I want you to tell me, but Ken, I need to scale. How do I scale? We're making so much money. What do we do? And what we'll teach you then is we'll add some kind of a module about how to outsource properly. Okay, again, I want you to have the problems of growth, not the problems of being broke. Okay, let's choose our problem, right? Let's choose our problem. My screen is frozen. Uh-oh. Let's see something here. Let me stop it and start it again. Let's see if that works. Thank you for that, John. Let's see. Is this better now? Is my screen sharing now? No? Whoa. That is really weird. Maybe that's a connection on your side. I don't know, because I stopped it and I started it again. Let me kind of power through this. It should be, no, still no screen, or no? How about the rest of you guys? Is my screen switching for you guys? Let me know. Okay. John, you may need to jump out and jump back in again, unfortunately. I need the rest of you guys to help me out here. Just let me know, is my screen moving or not moving? Peter, what do you think? Is it moving or am I still frozen? I haven't touched my screen in a minute here. So, I mean, it's right now, it's got a full page of the iBoostify Power. Wow, Masterclass. I can't switch it. Let me change it right now. Do you guys see the Analytics Masterclass page? That's another bonus that you're getting. Yeah. Peter says yes. John says no. John, you may need to jump out and jump back in again then, because it may be on your end. But Peter says he sees the screen changing. Otherwise, stick with me and use your imagination, but I'd rather have you see what we're doing. But the only other suggestion I have is you to get out and get back in again. So I'll jump into the bonuses here and just keep me, if for the rest of you, if it looks like I'm not changing screens, pop in the chat and let me know. But unfortunately, so I can describe what you're seeing, but unfortunately, if I go out and come back in again, I'm going to lose you guys, and I don't want to do that, right? So my apologies for the stress on that. So yeah, so John's coming out and back in again. Anyway, the masterclass for analytics is really important because unless you know what you're seeing, you can't make determinations of what to fix. Unless you know when people are showing up and how long they're staying and what pages are working, what pages aren't, you're going to be losing a lot of money. So I need to have you guys, hi Jamie, I need to have you guys learning this. It's about a 2-hour or so training that Gina and I did a bit ago. And I would say to go through this immediately. I mean, immediately right now, because it's that good. For the first 10 of you, we're also going to spend almost an hour with you on conversion strategy. And primarily that's going to be done by my friend Gina. And so to talk about your branding, John, I'm not sure if you're back yet. Let me see. It looks like you are back. To talk about your branding, that question can be answered in more detail there about how you can build your business and set things up. We're designing that. Glad to see you back, my friend. We're designing that specifically for you, and it's one-on-one. It's $1,000 value. We're giving that to the first 10 that sign up today. Okay, so that's available to you. So to summarize it, what you're getting is a full year of SiteWrap, all the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation sessions, the Boostify Your Business Masterclass, the Analytics Masterclass, the one-on-one strategy session worth $1,000 for the first 10 of you. Total value of $5,055 for just $497. So if you go to iboostify.com/wrap it, I'll put that in the chat for you. If I can type and chat at the same time. There you go. Then you'll have access to that. Now, final question for you is if you made the annual income that we've been talking about here, like that Guru Bob did, that's over $100,000. Okay, would it be worth investing the $497 today, assuming you have the money? And the answer to that is, of course it would. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's what we've done for you. It's just really, really significant. So that means that you want this no matter what. So let's talk about the investment and if you can afford it or not. If all this did was help you get your links on Facebook working for any of the affiliate stuff you wanted to sell, so you can run offers that your competitors can't, would it be worth it? Of course it would. If all it did was to get people to stay on your website longer so that they got to know you better and would buy more from you, would it be worth it? Absolutely. If all it did was give you detailed information on your competitors so that it unlocked the key to making lots more money on your website because you're following their success, would it be worth it? Yeah. And how about if it allowed you to retarget offers that aren't even on your website so you could triple your sales? How about that? Well, that's just giant. Absolutely worth it. What about getting you a new way to serve your community so you could boostify your monthly income? Or how about if it allowed you to retain visitors on your site so you could stop losing money every day? Would it be worth it? Answer to that, of course, is absolutely, no question. So guys, just to backtrack for a second, how much have you paid for your online education so far? More than that, what's it return for you and over how long? You've got years and years invested in your business and thousands of dollars invested in training, and you're not happy. So guys, it is absolutely time to leverage all that education, all that training, and now make a decision to move forward with your business. So you can see why it's a great deal at $497. But because you are special, I'm adding even more value. Okay, you're going to get qualified to join our partner license program. It's a $2,000 value, and you'll be able to earn recurring income for life on all of our products, our content and software services products. And we've got a few things that we actually have joint ventured with, including a complete traffic generating system that will provide some significant income. It's pretty cool. So as a member of our partner license community, by the way, and we make this available only to people that are customers of ours, you can earn commissions of $2,000, $4,000, $6,000 or more, and so much of it is recurring. We love recurring income, don't you? So we want to make sure that you're part of this and you can have this. So there's one more thing I'm going to give to you as well, and that is for your branding. During the next 24 hours, if you order, I will throw in 2 customized SiteWrap headers. Our graphics team will do them for you. All you got to do is give us your logo, give us the colors and your website address, and we will do the rest. So you'll have 2 headers done immediately for you. Give us a few days to get it done because, again, there's quite a few of you that will be doing that. So I want to make sure that it's first come, first serve. So get that into us so that our team can get that done for you. Once again, it's iboostify.com/rapid. Thank you. So here's what you're getting once again: a full year of SiteWrap access, all the upgrades, monthly software implementation systems. That's our user meetups. It's like having consulting for you twice a month. And by the way, these calls, they're not giant numbers. You may see 5 people on a call. You might see 20 people on a call. Usually you're seeing anywhere between 5 and 10 people max, which means you get to ask whatever you want. You got me for you. The Analytics Masterclass, the strategy session for the first 10, the partner license program, the wrapped headers, all that is over $7,000 of value right now at just $497. Just pop in the chat, you guys, by the way, for those of you that are joining in, because I don't have access right now to the numbers. I want to be able to welcome you personally, okay? Now, guys, this is not for everybody, because if you are Mr. Average, we don't want you to be average. We want you to be exceptional. We want you to be a superhero, and that's our objective. So get started right now, $497 today, right now at iboostify.com/wrap it. And of course, we want you to be totally happy, so we have 2 guarantees. First one is just email us within 30 days. Second one is put it to use over the next 30 days, and if you're not thrilled with the results, we'll double your money back. You just got to use it, okay? Bottom line, 30 days, if you're not happy, let us know, you get your money back. It's that simple. So now we're kind of at a crossroads. You got 2 choices. The first choice is to do nothing and don't take this safe leap of faith, and then you'll be at the same place you were before, so there's no change. Better option is to invest in yourself, give us a shot, give you a shot, and see exactly where you are and how we can help you build your business. And when it works for you, fantastic. If not, let us know. We'll refund your money. Real simple. Now, guys, by the way, if you are in the US, you can let PayPal buy it for you. That's right. PayPal credit will allow you to finance this entire purchase, okay, super easy. So when you get to the website, and I'll take you there right now. Let's go. Is this it? Oh, that's Webinar Geo. Let's take a look here. Here we go. So when you get to this page, you scroll down on this page. Everything is here, okay? You'll just click your button to get ready to wrap. If you go down here, you'll see a link to PayPal credit. And there's a little video on how this works. But if you're in the US with the US PayPal account, this will take you straight into PayPal credit. Well, I'll just click the link right over here for a second. You'll fill out this form right over here. You'll click down below. It's going to be PayPal only, and it's only for the single payment, okay? Because it'd be silly to finance only half. So you'll click checkout with PayPal and complete it from there. PayPal will give you an option to pay with PayPal credit, okay? If you're going to use a full pay, just click this button and then complete your purchase right here. But again, fully guaranteed, totally secure, and everything is listed here as to what you're going to get. We want to make sure that you are doing this wisely, okay? So perfect. By the way, when you get in, you'll get to a thank you page, and that's cool. And then you'll be sent an email with access to the resource center. That is number one, where to download your software. And we're setting this up manually for you right now because we just changed this entire offer. So it may be a few hours before the SiteWrap software actually is authorized to you. But you can download this immediately, set it up, and then your authorization of your email address will be done within a few hours. All right, it's very easy to install. All your tutorials are here, and they're short. They're just a few minutes because it's not. Well, we made this. We spent a lot of time and energy to make this easy for you guys. So it's all in here. Also, your bonuses are located in this link, and then the user meetup sessions, they're all here for you. And you can go back to from the very beginning to our meetups. And we have a number of trainings that we've done, reputation marketing from my friend Wolfie Hofbauer from Melbourne, Australia. This one we did on had a great your offers and copy, and it's fantastic stuff, all included in this offer, okay? But I'm going to make it even more exciting for you. So we're going to let PayPal pay for it. So get started for $497 at iboostify.com/wrap it. But there's more, okay? I mean, is it worth gambling for? Absolutely, because you're totally safe. But I got something more for you. For the first 10 of you that join in with us during the next 30 minutes, okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to 5X the offer for you. You're going to get a 5-site license instead of a single site license, absolutely free. It's a $588 value. You're getting that right now within the next 30 minutes by going to iboostify.com/wrap it. You're getting everything you see here on this screen, all this, including the 5-site license upgrade for the first 10 of you during the next 30 minutes only. Yeah, I'm making sure that you take action quickly, because that's how success is made, okay? So $497 today. The link I posted in the chat area, it's iboostify.com/wrap it. Go now, okay? Go now, guys, because here's the thing. You're saving all this money for just $497. You'll find the slides, by the way, for this. I haven't posted them yet. It'll be in there within the next 24 hours. On that same page, at the bottom of the page, there'll be a link to get the slides from this webcast. So you'll have some of the tools that you need to move forward and some of the things you can even share with your team. So, okay, you guys, you've watched this entire presentation. Thank you for sticking with us. You want to maximize your marketing and build your business. And you know this is an excellent value. And you want to take advantage of the outstanding discounts and the guarantees and the bonuses and all that together. So go to iBoostify.com/wrap it and let's get started. Because you want to make your marketing tons more effective and build an active list fast, and use retargeting on products that aren't yours and win with Google without even trying. And if you finally want to create the freedom and confidence you desire, my guys, this is definitely for you. It's the best opportunity right now, a full year of SiteWrap access, plus the training, plus everything else, just a simple $497. Get started right now, and you're up and running. It's that simple. So guys, special today, $497, iBoostify SiteWrap, that's it, and the timer starts now. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. So for those of you that have questions, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Looking forward to having you on board, John. Welcome aboard. So for those of you that are joining us, let me know that you're in. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to serve you now. So I'll open it up to questions. We did take care of the branding question for you, John. So great on that. Tim, the answer is, you asked me is it okay to use it on more than one site? The license you're getting right now is for 5 of your own websites. It was originally 1 site. We've actually quintupled it to 5x. So yeah, my pleasure. I appreciate that. Very cool. So let's see. Are there any great question? Are there any upsells? Armando, no. There are no upsells on this offer. We took them out. There's only one. There's actually 2 upsells that you could have advantage of, and you need to tell us what you want. We'll arrange it for you. The first one is to go from a 5 site to an unlimited site, and we've not made that as an offer, so we have to figure that out for you. But if you don't need it, there's no reason for it. And there's another offer that we're testing right now. That is if you want to resell SiteWrap to local marketing companies or whatever, and actually be almost like a marketing rep for us, or add this to your portfolio of trainings. It's really more of a biz op kind of an offer. We have that available, and we just tested that the other day. But it's not an upsell. It's really just a completely different offer. If that appeals to you, let me know. We can hook you up with that. It's a really cool offer, but not traditional. Does it work on wrapping other sites you don't own? The whole point of this, Armando, is that it's working on wrapping other sites. So I'm not sure what you mean. Give me an example of what you're talking about, and I'll maybe I can give you a better answer to that. Because the idea is that you're wrapping other people's websites. So going back here, for example, let's go. See, we wrapped, Cabins of Birch Hollow wrapped Red River Adventures, right? I wrapped, I wrapped Webinar Geo, not my own website. That's the whole point. Okay, does that answer your question? I'll make sure I get your answer if I'm answering the right thing. Okay. So that's how you're going to use it. This branding here, what you see here, there's an exit pop. But you see this, what I'm moving around here, that's the graphic here. So you can control how this looks. Every page is different. Okay. So does that take care of your question? Bring it back here. Okay. Okay, good. Looks like it does. So Jamie, any questions from you? I know you're back with us for a second time. So tell me more about what's happening in your world. I didn't understand when you told the gentleman you can use only 5 licenses. Oh, okay, no problem. Well, see, here's the thing. Let me go back to this. So I'm using this on iBoostify.com, but you may have betterdentalhealth.com. You may own betterdoghealth.com. You may own betterchiropractichealth.com. So you would have different installations of SiteWrap on each of those sites for different branding. You follow? So if you have multiple websites, you would want to have a different installation on each of those sites. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So that's why you would have a 5-site license. Okay, otherwise, for me, I use 2 URLs. All right, and we're really only using iBoostify.com, but we have for totalpreneur.com as well. So we have 2 sites. So we would use the 5-site license. Okay, perfect, great, got it. So yeah, so go ahead right now, grab this, the ticker. Let's see where we are time-wise. Let's see. So we've got 27 minutes and 41 seconds left for this offer to get the 5-site upgrade. Okay, so yeah, that takes care of that. Any other questions? So welcome aboard, Willie. Thanks for joining us. We will see you Monday at the user meetup. When you do get in, just look for your email within the next probably hour or so. You'll start getting your access email, and it will give you access based upon the email that you used to sign up for this. Okay, and if it was with PayPal, it would be the PayPal email you used if you use PayPal. Will there be another webinar replay? I know you came in late. I saw you come in late, but I still love you, Jamie. This was the live encore for the one we did the other day. But let me see what I can do for you. We might post a replay. We'll see on that. So, yeah. So let me ask you a question for those of you that are here. Does the idea, and this is really a question for me, because we can give you that other offer if you want. Does the idea of reselling SiteWrap to consulting clients appeal to you guys? If it does, let me know. I can get you that other offer. It is a little bit more money, but it's interesting. We set it up that for every penny you put in, you get 1.2 pennies back. It's really cool. So we set that up. If that's part of your business model and you sell to other small businesses, then this is one more product you can add to it in addition to using it yourself. If not, it really doesn't apply to you. But we were asked to create that offer, so we do have that available as well. Okay? Sure, no problem. Happy to take care of you. Other questions, Armando? What else can I answer for you guys? Okay. Peter, any other questions from you, sir? I want to make sure that we got you covered. I want to make sure everyone's covered. Looks like I see William, you're in. Congratulations. I see your offer coming across my iPhone right now. Congratulations. I didn't think I'll be able to see all that. But congratulations. That's super. So let's see. Justin is in. Congratulations. Ben is in. I'm seeing here. Michelle is in. Awesome. Kenny is in. Wow. It looks like we're going to be almost done with our 10. So let's see. Peter is in. Okay, it looks like I'm seeing all of you guys. So it looks like we have like 2 or 3, maybe 4. I can't really tell. People are saying that they're in. So let's see. And this went quick, so we got like 25 minutes left. Other questions, you guys? Armando is in. Congratulations. Excellent. Okay. So good. That's awesome. Good. You're good and you're protected, sir. Fantastic. This is I don't believe we're going to be offering the 5-side on replays either. So that's why the benefit of live is there. We one of the things I teach and you'll hear this in the webinar section of the masterclass on the Boostify Your Business masterclass is the power of webinars and how to get people not only to show up but also to reward them for staying. So that's really important strategy because if people are waiting for a replay. If you give them the same offer on the replay, number one, and if you promise them a replay, then they're not going to come to the live event. I want to reward people for coming to the live event, and I want to give them something special for that and for sticking around because it means something, right? So that's some of the things you'll learn about webinar strategy because webinars are a fantastic way to teach people about what your product does, like what you just saw, give them value and reward them. So that's the scoop. So congratulations, Armando. Welcome on board. I don't see your order pop through here yet. Maybe you're just waiting for this to be done, but I'll make sure that you're done. So I want to make sure that it's all set. So just let me know if you've had any challenges with that. Let's see. Okay, so perfect. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else? So okay, perfect. It won't let you pay with PayPal. What's the challenge that you're having? And I can probably get you a different link. Let me just freeze my screen over here. So give me a second here so I can go find you another link to use if you're having a challenge. You're doing, as I do have a PayPal link I can use. I don't know why it's not working. We're testing something new with them. I shouldn't say we're testing, but we have a brand new. This offer is brand new, and if it's not working with PayPal, let me get you another link here. So give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. I'll give that to you in 1 second. Whoop. So stick with me, and we'll get it all together for you. I'll take you straight into PayPal. Let me see. 1 sec. We will get you good to go. Okay, here's that. I just got to log into a different place here real quick. So give me 1 second to do that. And we'll get you the link. So let's see. This is just got to make sure I have it right. And this should be it. Okay, cool. So 1 second. And I'll just pop it in the chat. It's kind of a long link, but it'll take you where you need to go. So let's go back into PowerPoint, go to meeting, and let me 1 second here. Here we go. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'll put this in the chat for you. For any of you guys that need to pay through PayPal directly, this will take you straight into PayPal using that link. And again, I don't know why that was a problem, but that'll take you straight there. And I'll show you on the screen where it goes. So let's just do that real quickly here. So what will happen is it'll look just like this. It'll take you into PayPal, and you'll see it turn around just like this. And then if you just hit the arrow button right over here, you'll see it's got the 5 site license just to verify that. Okay, and then you can go right ahead and just finish the PayPal thing. And if you want to use PayPal to process and pay with your credit card, you can do that as well. If anyone's having any trouble or challenges, okay, so that should take care of you right there. All right, hopefully that will make some sense for you. Go back to the questions, make sure that worked. Okay, when you click, it won't go to PayPal. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. So hopefully this link will work for you now, and you'll be able to get straight in there. Okay, let me know. I'll wait for you. I mean, we're going to be here. I want to make sure this link stays open again for the next 22 minutes anyway. But I'll wait for you and hold on with you to make sure that we get you covered so that you're all set. So that way we're good. No problem. Done. Excellent. Let me just check and see if it came through. Okay, just to make sure that we're good. Yep, I see you. Perfect. Okay, great. So because we're running it straight through PayPal just this way, I got to manually have my team from the back end go do that. It's gonna go to your address at Yahoo that you've got. If there's a different email address that you want us to use, Armando, put it in the chat so I can take care of you now. We'll set it up in your authorization. Okay, because I want to make sure that sometimes with PayPal, there's a PayPal address and there's a regular address. So I want to make sure we get you squared away. But we got you covered. So welcome aboard, and you'll get the access to the user meetup next Tuesday. I don't remember the time yet. I think it's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday evening. So perfect. Okay, great. So we'll use that email address. That'll be fine. We'll get you all set away. Everybody else that's come through, no problem. So we're good with that. I want to make sure everyone else is set up to go. So congratulations, Armando. Any other questions I can answer for you? Just pop them in the chat. Because I want to make sure that I get everybody set. Okay, and let's see. And you came through Curtis, right? Curtis sent you over to us, I believe. So absolutely perfect. We got this one. Yes. Let's see. Okay, Timothy. Yes, yours just came through too as well. Congratulations. And I see Benny, you're in too. Good. Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. All righty then. Any other questions? Otherwise, what I will do is I will mute myself. I'll let the timer go for the next 20 minutes and 29 seconds. So anybody else that's still straggling here can get in while the timer is there. Otherwise, I'll let you guys go about your day. And I want to thank you. Welcome aboard for those of you, to all of you that have joined us today. Armando, welcome to you. Thanks for being flexible on your ordering process. That's great. And I'm looking forward to meeting you at our next user meetup next week and joining the Happy Wrapping family. If you have any questions, you guys, we're at support@iboostify.com. And so all you need to do is just respond to the emails that come to you. It'll take us right into the support area. You can also get to us at reallyusefulhelpdesk.com. That's reallyusefulhelpdesk.com, so that way we can take solid care of you. It's important that we see you wrapping. I want to be able to tell your story. I want to be able to use, for example, if we go to Caverns of Bertalo, I want to be able to tell your story, show your wrap, show your business, so that we can showcase you. This isn't about what we're doing. It's about what you can do. So we want to be able to showcase you. So it's kind of my challenge to you is to put into action immediately, and let's demo your success. So that's it for me. I'm going to put myself on mute, and I thank you all for being with us today. Keep an eye on the timer as it counts down. And we really need to have something like like the lights on top of at Times Square, where when it goes to zero, it's a big celebration. But when it goes to zero, that offer comes off the table, and the rest of the offers remain. So thank you again, everybody. We'll talk soon, and for those of you that joined us, we'll see you at the next user meetup.